Swag on the beat.
Swag on the beat.
Swag on the beat. Hello and
Welcome to
the Swag
on the
Beat podcast.
episode 24. That's two different
Full stop.
words. That's
Yeah.
what we tried this
Yeah,
week.
okay.
We did 2 words each instead of the 1 word
Really
each.
hard.
Yeah, I mean,
Swag-
pretty
beat,
hard.
Beat podcast is hard. That was hard to join.
It's
for
a
me.
what are those words called? Compound words.
Compound words.
It's a bit
Yeah.
grey area. Like 24 as well. There's a hyphen in there somewhere.
Great show though, 24.
Yeah, it is. Jack Bauer.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yep. Never actually watched it, but my parents always
So
went
did
on
mine.
about it.
I knew that I was up late when I could hear the beep.
Yeah. Is that? Did your mum or dad ever watch 24, Mike?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're the weird one here.
Went silent.
You're the weird one here.
Everyone pack up the cameras. We're going home.
No, but yes,
welcome back to
episode
another
24.
massive week for us. It's been huge. We've had a lot happening.
There actually has been a lot going on.
There has been a lot happening.
Yeah.
Yesterday, our time, 2 days ago, your time, listener, we had our sale of the next lot of membership hats, which is huge. We had a really quick turnaround, and we were a bit coy about what number was going to be, but we have now 50 board members. So welcome everyone to the board who got a hat.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Welcome members 11 through 50.
Yeah, welcome. There was so many really, it was jam-packed. The website was jam-packed, and there were a lot of people who clearly had good tactics. And we opened at 11:59, and the vast majority of the sales happened in 11:59.
It was
which
like
incredible.
Yeah, I heard from someone official that it was the same amount of traffic as the Oasis tickets when they went on sale. I can't remember who it was, but
Wow.
they said you can put my name to it.
Yep. Oh, that's good.
And I just can't remember their name, so that's my bad. But they said I'm an authority figure.
Well, you've already
You
said it's
can quote me
official,
on
so
that.
that's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're stoked. We can't wait. We have to. The current board members who already have their hats have built a bigger room. So we've got a 50-seater table now for the boardroom. We're not really allowed in there.
No.
But when we peek through the window, we can say, okay, it's quite a big table now.
Yeah, and they extended the current table. They didn't get a new table.
Yep.
They're doing some. It's reducing the cost.
Yeah.
Because it's hard financial times,
Economical.
obviously.
Yeah.
So
because living costs, yeah.
Yep. So they just extended the table,
Yep.
and I think they moved all the chairs a little bit closer together.
Yep.
It's like on those Jetstar flights when they add another row of seats.
Okay. And
they
everyone
put-
loses 5% of leg room.
Yeah. That's what they did with
okay.
the side by side seats.
Well, we're being economical. That's
Well,
good.
so I hear.
So we hear. We don't
Yeah.
really know. We get information help
Yeah.
from us. We don't mind. We're just the rats in the rat race,
Well,
running the race.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get another painting commissioned with 50
Yes.
people in it. I'm thinking
Yeah.
maybe.
Well,
'cause
would we do the Last Supper one of the 13?
Yeah,
people?
it's already been commissioned.
Oh, that's commissioned.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it here?
No, someone's working on it.
Oh, they're working on it. Okay.
Mate, that stuff takes time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know.
Maybe
anything.
the 50 people could be like the Simpsons poster. Where it's got every character.
Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be easy and
Or
quick
like
to do.
Yeah. Or the Sistine Chapel. There's probably 50 people on the
Oh,
roof.
yeah.
We could just hire out a chapel somewhere and
Yeah.
paint the roof of it.
Yeah.
That's probably easy.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the 16th. It could be any of
Yeah,
them. We don't know.
17th
There's heaps of
chapel,
them.
yeah.
Anyway, very, very exciting. We're stoked. We are so happy to have everyone on board. I just wanted to make a formal apology to number 8. He was not mentioned on the podcast last week when we were going through the names of the top 10. Jackson, we formally apologise to you.
Yep.
Please do not take this higher to 7 or above.
Yeah.
And can 11 or 50 know that, yes, we care about all board members,
Yep.
no matter number. So please.
We will mention you upon request.
We will, yeah, oh,
And
absolutely.
what I want to know as well from Jackson number 8 and any other numbers is if will they present their name as Jackson in Talking Marks number 8? Woolley, I think, is his last name. Like, or will it be number 8 Jackson Woolley? Or like when you do a signature, I remember at your signature when we were at school, you did the little number #7.
Yeah, I did.
Like
yeah.
the footy number, like the footy players do.
Footy player, yeah.
I wonder if these people are going to be incorporating
that's
their
good.
number into their signatures.
Well, maybe we find someone who can do signatures, and he sends out signatures for each board member.
Gives everyone their own
Something like
signature. That'd be hard to replicate. You'd want to come up with your own, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe send in your signature. If you're a board
Send in your
member.
signature, your bank card details, and the 3 numbers on the back.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
And when we have like a milestone match or milestone podcast, we'll have a jersey and it has everyone's signatures on the jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Like footy
nice.
match.
Yeah, and we'll pay for the jerseys with the numbers we got from the credit cards.
Yeah, done. Great. But in bigger news, despite hats being huge news, we've got something that we've been trying to keep quiet for a couple of weeks now. Mike has been chomping the bit to get this out there, but we've said just keep it quiet till episode 24 because there's something about that.
Which is here.
Which
The
is
time
right now. Well,
nigh.
right now, the announcement is we are going on a billboard. The Swag on the Beat podcast is going on a billboard.
Sound effect.
Sound effect going crazy
We
right
can
now.
hear it. We can
Mike's
hear it like
clapping.
you can.
We are going on Billboard in the middle of Melbourne City, corner of Swanston Street and Burke Street, which is Burke Street Mall.
Yep.
Huge vertical frame.
Yeah, you can't miss
billboard,
it if you're there. On the
it's
corner.
above the Vodafone. We're going to be there. It's
Very
huge.
exciting. We're keen to see our heads blown up.
Yeah. Clean to see our heads blown up in a respectful
size.
way, in a size way,
respect, yes.
not a physically obliterating way.
Yes, no.
Just to be clear. But we're so pumped. We can't really believe it's an honour.
So pumped. It's going to be there next week if you're listening to this pod, which is Monday through Thursday, which is the 28th of April to the 1st of May.
Yes.
Those days.
Which is incredible because it actually, we're the first ever billboard on that particular billboard to span across 2 months.
Oh,
so
wow.
we get the 2 month slot, and a lot of people only get 4 days.
Wow. Okay. So
we've actually not only have we broken a record by 4 times, we've gone across 2 months. People only get 4 days. So that's the kind of significance that they put on us. So thank you so much for the Billboard people, Spotify for putting us up there. That's fantastic. But so 2 months we're spanning across Billboard. For Swag and the Beat podcast, spanning 2 months in the Melbourne CBD.
We've got the headline for you, newspapers, if you're listening. Swag and the Beat, Billboard, 2 months duration. There you go.
Well, spanning 2 months, what do we have to say?
Well, it's across. Across is a little subheading in little letters.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. Great. So
across. 2
across.
weeks,
So
2 months duration.
From April all the way through to May, we are on the Billboard, Melbourne CBD, Burke Street Mall, corner of Swanston Street and Burke Street. It's going to be massive.
It's very exciting. And so what we're putting to you, the listeners, and anybody who may have missed out on a hat for the first or second round, the Swag and the Beat member hats, we are proposing that if anyone can get a photo of yourself in front of the billboard from the period of from April through May,
April through May,
28th to the 1st.
Because from midnight 28th of April through till
midnight. Monday to Thursday.
Monday to Thursday.
If you can get a photo of yourself in front of the billboard and post it on your story and tag us, Swag on the Beat podcast, or Swag on the Beat, either one, we will give you a hat.
We will direct line hat to you.
We'll throw it from our house onto your head.
Yeah, we're extremely accurate.
Yeah. And so that's your option.
With the help of Ozpost.
We know it's tough times financially. We're feeling it too. If you can't, $29.99 was pretty reasonable, but so, you know what else is even more reasonable? $29.99 is food to eat. And a roof. You can buy a roof over your head for $29.
A very small roof.
A cheap roof.
But a roof nonetheless.
Yes, but protection nonetheless.
Great.
But yes, that's your opportunity to get one free of charge.
And if you just spot the billboard, send us a photo. We'll put you on the official waiting list for a hat. And we'll put you on the official very close friend of the podcast, or something like that.
Yeah, if you don't want to put, we get tough financial times.
You become a very close friend if you send that. We know you've gone out, you've seen it, you've gone, I'm bothering to get my phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
Boom. There are the Swag boys.
Yeah. Tough financial times. Don't want to pay $30 for a hat. It's also tough social media times where you're careful about who you're presenting yourself as on your story.
Sure.
And if you don't want to post it on your story, we get that.
Yeah. We don't want to force anything.
You've got to curate your news feed to whatever makes you feel comfortable. So you can send it to us.
Brand management.
And then that's you get the official waiting list for the next hats.
Love it. Now, a word of warning to the listeners. Some people will go to the billboard and be messaging us going, I can't see you. It's not you yet. It's on a bit of a rotation. Digital billboard. There'll be something there. You might have to wait 60 seconds, 30 seconds. We're not sure yet, but hang in there because we will be there.
Yep.
And then we stay up there for a significant amount of time, spanning across 2 months, April through May. Massive news with the billboard, massive news with the hats. Welcome all the new 39 new members. No, 40 new members, sorry. What I was talking about. Welcome
also,
to the board.
One of the new members we should mention,
of course,
number 11 has gone to Riley, who was what some would say the rightful winner of the comment game to get the 10th hat.
Yep.
But as we are a democratic show, we put it to the people, and Tomo got the most votes for the hat number 10. So we've given Riley hat number 11 because we think he truly deserves it. So congratulations, Riley.
Riley, you are number 11. Yep, great. And massive show. Yep. Massive show to come. We're stoked. We've got Billboard. We've got hat stuff out of the way. Now we've got the juicy
let's get
stuff.
To the real stuff.
Okay, here we go. Mike, take it away. Isaac, it is time for probably our most loved segment at the moment. It is.
Is it still a big world, or have we gone too far? Well, we're gonna test that theory today. Two random people try to find a mutual. Two random people try to find a mutual.
Who's our first competitor? It is Biz. Biz, how you going?
G'day, fellas. Going good. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thanks, Biz. Is that short for something, Biz, or is that your full name?
It's just what I go by these days, fellas.
Is your last name Ness? No, you probably hear
It
that all
is
the time.
actually.
No, it's not. Come on.
Well, I mean, that's good that you've got a very recognisable nickname, because if anyone has bumped into a Biz, they're probably going to remember it.
And it's time to get down to it.
Yeah.
So
Whereabouts in Australia are you from,
Yeah.
Biz?
I'm based in the Grampians at the moment.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
So you're high up, so you can probably see a lot of people from there, which is great.
Very nice.
Are you going to come in with a tactic? Have you listened to a few previous rounds? What's your go?
Yeah, I have done the previous rounds. Like I know what the go is. I'll probably, to be honest, I'm putting a lot onto my knowledge about who I know and my network. So we'll see.
Okay.
I like it.
Right.
Your network is your net worth, especially in this game. Thanks for.
He's got a business mindset.
All right, Biz, hold the line. We're going to talk to your competitor, and we'll speak to you in a sec. Thanks, Biz. Okay, and I think his competitor's name is Ashley, who we've got on the line. Asher. How you going?
Hey, how you going, guys?
Very well.
Thanks
Asher.
Thanks so much for being on the game. Oh, whereabouts are you from, out of interest?
I'm from Melbourne, like southeast, east suburbs.
Okay.
Interesting.
We're in the zone of the.
Well, I mean, Jack's not saying anything. Asher,
Giving me some tips.
Yeah.
What's your strategy today, Asher?
I'm not sure. It's going to be hard. I'm going to try and get their vibe first and see who's going to be throwing the questions.
Yeah, it's a vibe game. It really is a vibe game. We have seen that before.
Yeah, you have to be quick on the vibe check, because you've only got so many seconds to establish the vibe before you've got to start getting into some names. All right, that's great, Asher. We're keen. We got a good feeling about this one.
Let's get it started.
You reckon you had a pretty extensive network of people that you know, right? That's what you said when you messaged us.
I'd say I do. Got a lot of different friend groups and have done a lot of like activities and sports around. So.
Activities involve other people, so that is sounding really good. Okay, let's get ready to rock and roll. Best of luck, Asher.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, you are both online. This is the first time speaking to each other, being able to speak to each other. You have 60 seconds, and at the end we decide if you two
have successfully established a common connection.
And if it is a big world or if it remains to be a small world. We don't know. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, off you go.
What's your name?
Asher Hogan,
Where do you live?
Melbourne, in Berwick and Roeville and Croydon South.
Berwick, did you grow up there?
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
Canberra College.
Do you know Laura Smith?
Laura Smith. Does she have a siblings?
Yeah, a sister, half sister, older.
Laura Smith. I don't think so. What school
All
did you go
right,
to?
New Lead. I grew up western suburbs, Werribee. Frequent Melbourne heaps. I live out in Grampians now, in the outdoor industry.
Okay.
15 seconds.
What were you doing in Berwick? How do you know people in Berwick?
I had an ex that lived there.
An ex.
10 seconds.
Oh, okay. What was your ex's name?
Laura Smith.
Time up. Well, we got a really interesting area. I think we opened a wound maybe rather than found a common connection, but that's really, really good play.
That was probably one of the best game plays I've heard, I reckon.
Really,
we had a west and an east of Melbourne opposite ends, but they quickly got there. It was quick fire questions.
I loved whoever said, okay, new lead. That was great play to go like, okay, we're dead end here.
Biz,
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Biz.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well done, guys. I reckon it was only a matter of time. I reckon another 30 seconds you would have got there.
Yeah,
but very well
really
played.
Good game.
Biz and Asher, thanks for playing.
Thank
All
you.
good, fellas. Cheers.
Well done, guys.
Wow, I think, credit to them. And credit to Biz for just happily saying, talking about his ex.
Yeah.
It was a risky play.
It was a risky play because maybe we would have had to follow up, and who knows what sort of terms they're on now.
Maybe he just wanted to say her name one more time.
Hope she's listening.
Yeah, no, wish her well.
Yeah, no, well, wish them both well.
Yeah, wish them both
Asher
well.
And Biz.
And Asher and
Laura
Biz
Smith.
and Laura Smith. Yeah,
Mhm.
almost rhymes.
Yeah, big world. Jack, it's that time of the year that everyone has been waiting for. I know
Yeah, it is.
we're all thinking it. The Snooker World Championships.
You read my mind.
Snooker World Championships is
Yep.
on at the Crucible in Sheffield in England. I know.
Yep.
You're going crazy. Mike's going crazy.
I didn't know it was an English sport.
Oh, Well, it's born and based in England.
Oh, right, there you go.
This competition.
Wow.
But yeah, I know you can barely contain your excitement.
I'm going crazy over
Everyone's
here.
been messaging us. What's going to happen? I can't believe Kyron Wilson is out already in the first round. I know.
Crazy.
Me too. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, very exciting time of the year.
Yep.
And
Pumped.
twofold for me, more so in a more personally excitable moment for me. Last week was my birthday.
Yes.
Which is great that it lines up with the Snooker World Champs.
Everyone going equally crazy for that as well.
Exactly, yes. But yeah, I kept it pretty low key for the B-Day this year. Just had a bit of a dinner with the fam. We usually have a group of mates that we usually will pitch in for a present and try and think of a new present each year. And this year we've forfeited the individual
first year
presents.
we forfeited the present because I messaged the group, which is a group of people without you in it, for the purpose of this.
I'd sure hope so.
Yeah, and I said, "Oh, what do you think about this for birthday?" And I immediately got told, "No. Remember, in January we agreed to do putting money in the pot to do a bigger experience with the boys,
a trip at the end of the year."
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting that because
who
my
missed
birthday
out?
April,
Who
Riley's
missed out?
is in March, yours is on the 1st of Jan, and you managed to squeeze in a little bit of a present this year.
Yeah, but I don't think I would be considered at the start of the year. I'm considered at the end of the year because
I don't know.
because I'm younger, so it's like I'm the last person to reach that.
But also
age.
in like an objective and factual sense, it is in the start of the year.
But it's not in the start of the group year. So that's interesting.
That is interesting, actually. But either way, we're forfeiting presents.
But we are now in the completely neutral zone of everyone putting cash in for this end of year trip,
which I like.
I think it's good.
Buying presents is stressful, especially for the boo-ha's that you don't know what they need or want.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, do you need more work stuff?
You need another wetsuit. Oh, thanks. The one you got me last year is still good.
7 years running.
Yeah. No, but I'm all for that. I'm all for not having to think about it. But I'm also impartial to getting presents.
Sure.
Everyone, I'm partial to getting presents.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
Our manager Andy got me a very thoughtful present this year.
Yes.
He got me a pool cue.
Yeah.
And he knows I've been playing and watching a lot of snooker, and he brought one round the other night, and it's very generous, very thoughtful.
Yep.
I was even watching snooker with my housemate when he came round and dropped
it
off.
Yeah.
And I think
he texted me after. He said, really? Man, it went so well. He was watching snooker as I gave him the cue.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's such a great gift, very thoughtful.
Yeah.
The only thing is, he got me a pool cue, and
great.
The only thing is, pool and snooker are actually quite different sports. And there is a difference between a snooker cue and a pool cue.
The gift horse is being looked squarely in the mouth, I think.
Well,
how different is it? Because is it like...
It's such a generous thing, and I'm so thankful. And there's absolutely no way...
He listens to this,
He does listen to this.
He's going to hear this.
He's about to hear it even more in person in a second.
Oh, you're going to call him?
I'm going to call him up.
Okay.
Like, I would have absolutely in no way expected him to know. Obviously, if you're not in the sport, you have
him
no
dumb?
idea.
Are you calling him dumb?
And you're the one that said it. But you asked how different is it? It's like the analogy I can come up with is like if you play AFL footy and someone gives you a rugby ball, you can use it. You can kick it like a footy. You can probably use it like a footy. And they probably use the same fields, the same playing area.
Okay.
But a playing area is a different size.
Just to be clear, I'd be considered a layperson, a layman. Snooker and pool are two different games.
Very
just
different.
For people who aren't sure.
About as different as rugby and footy, I'd say.
Yep.
And so the snooker, the cues are thinner. The balls are smaller. You need to put more spin on the ball, so the cue needs to be thinner to allow for that.
Right, okay.
And in pool, the balls are a lot bigger, so the cue is fatter.
Bigger girth of a cue. So you want you are looking for a skinny girth.
Yeah, I'm looking for a schlong cue is what I'm saying. But again, obviously, how's he to know? That's totally fair enough.
Yep.
Still a very
So you're going to throw it back in his face.
And, the cue came with a little card from the shop in Sydney, and I gave him a call, and he said, "Yeah, you can just send it back and swap it over for a single
Okay, that's
cue."
great. Yeah.
So that is.
So you got a solution.
That's my solution.
Okay.
But I also thought I was going to tell.
Well, you could have just done that and not told Andy.
Well, I was going to do that. But then I thought maybe there's probably a chance that he's going to see me with this cue at some point in the future. Maybe we'll play a game of pool together. Yeah. Maybe
not
he'll
pool,
come round.
Snooker.
Well, either way.
Okay.
If we're out at a place with a pool table or a snooker table, he might notice it. And I thought, I think it's just better off I tell him the truth anyway.
Okay,
I
truth.
think I really appreciate the present.
Truth seeker, yep.
Unfortunately, it's not the right thing.
Yep.
You weren't to know, and it's totally fair enough, and it's not your fault. But I
Yep.
thought I'd come clean, and I thought I'd let him know.
Okay.
So I thought the perfect place to do that would be here on the podcast in front of you guys and
The
the
public
listeners.
forum.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I'm going to call him up and just let him know what the situation is.
Okay.
And the only way I know how to do that is through song.
Okay.
To sort of like have a shield in front of me.
Okay. Yep.
So
Well, that's what happens in movies, in musicals. When the highest part of emotion happens, the character breaks into song.
exactly.
You watch Lion King. You
Yeah.
watch it. You tell me it doesn't happen. So good idea.
I won't tell you it doesn't happen.
Good idea.
So that's what I'm going to do. Like me and many
Okay.
of the Hollywood movies, I'm going to call him now.
Yep.
And
Well,
just let him know.
I'm interested in the sound quality through the phone. Mike might know about that. Will he be able to hear a song through the phone?
Yeah, he will. It'll just be a little bit like tinny. But
Okay.
that's all right.
If his only critique of it is that it's tinny, we know it's not your fault.
Okay. I made sure to enunciate when I was recording it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to call him now.
Oh, it's ringing.
What's he going to say?
Yo,
What's up, Andy? How you going?
I'm good. What's happening?
You are on the podcast right now. I've got Jack and Mike here as well. They can hear
Hello,
you.
sir.
Hello.
I just wanted to give you a call in regards to the very, very generous and thoughtful birthday present you gave me last week, the pool cue.
Oh yeah. What have you done with it?
No, absolutely nothing
using it
so
the wrong
far.
way,
I'm very grateful. It's a very, very generous and thoughtful gift. I just had something I needed to say to you about it. And so I'm going to play you a song right now to express my feelings towards you, if that's okay.
Yeah, right.
All right, here we go. It was my birthday. You gave me a gift. Andy is the best manager ever. Opened up the gift. It was a pool cue. Wow, he's been paying attention. I was even watching snooker when you came through. So what a topical present of a pool cue. But if you'll notice there, I said an interesting thing. I was watching snooker and you got me a pool cue. Although it might not seem so, they're quite different games that require different equipment. So consequently, I just wanna say that the thoughtful gift you got from me is not quite right, but thank you very much. I really appreciate the thought and such. Thank you for everything you do, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to swap this cue. Yes, Andy, thank you very much, but I think I said all that I needed to say in that song.
I'm never buying you anything ever again.
Jack,
Isaac, yeah.
we debuted this game a few weeks ago, and now it's time for round 2 of...
I wanna know where that saying comes from.
Yes, possibly our greatest intro to date.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
time for the sayings game, which we enjoyed last time.
We loved it last time.
Yep.
Challenge. Mike brings the saying.
Yep.
And we do the working it out.
Yeah,
Basically.
I think we
Assisted working out, I would say.
I think we did all right last week. We sort of got there in the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to give ourselves the points.
I'll give you the point. Well, do we need to make any more rules? Or are we happy with how it went last week? Mike, how do you think as a third party?
I thought it was fun last week.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we should just
Yeah,
do that again.
Yeah, and I
Let's
think
do it again.
stick to the
Sharp
plan.
and get on with it. Yeah.
I think last week or maybe in the last couple of weeks we mentioned another one bites the dust that we wanted to
we
bring
did.
that one
Yep.
back
Yeah.
or bring that one into the game
Yeah,
and try
yeah,
and
yeah.
figure that out. So
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken, that's the one that Mike's bringing to the table today.
Yeah, so we are doing another one, Bites the Dust, popularised by Queen in their
Yep.
same title.
Wow, I love the synopsis
One
of
of
the
the-
sayings. This
yeah.
is great.
One
This-
of
we should help with the answer, really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Freddie Mercury didn't come up with that.
Okay,
So
that's good to know.
Where does it come from and what does it mean?
Brian May.
One of the best bass
Brian
lines
May
ever.
came up with it.
Yeah.
The guitarist.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so that's the game started, I
the
guess.
game. Let the
Okay.
game begin.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
I'm thinking maybe like
biting the dust.
asbestos related. Like, oh, he took a bite of the asbestos and now he's dead.
But I think in the 70s when that was popularized, or the saying is obviously older than that, asbestos wasn't really considered a problem.
I didn't know it yet. Maybe it was a scientist with great
I'm going to go
foresight.
down a line and see what happens.
Okay.
It's to do with agriculture. And if one of your livestock isn't quite working well enough or is no longer producing the thing that you have it for, you just send it out and it sort of bites the dust out in the desert.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
okay.
Goes and bites the dust.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Oh, not
and
quite.
when I say not quite, I mean not at all.
okay.
Another one bites the dust. Maybe
Biting
it's
the
like
dust.
If I'm getting old food vibes, like rice cakes that you didn't close the packet properly and now there's dust on there and you took a big bite of the rice cake.
Another very contemporary interpretation,
And
which we
but
love.
you can you can visualize it. You take
can,
a bite
yeah.
of the rice cake, sneeze because of all the dust, and the dust comes off.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
good.
Another one bites the dust.
Okay,
Mike's nodding aggressively.
That's a very good, but it's not close at all. In fact, I'd actually say like I think the another one part is like that's like an extra saying. Like the saying we're actually trying to unpack is bite the dust. Like someone bit the dust.
To bite the dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to bite the
I
dust.
think it literally means maybe. Oh, how about this? In westerns, in Western American, cowboy culture, in a shootout, you would get shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the name.
I wouldn't.
And then if you shot, you fall to the ground in the desert and you bite the dust. So someone dies or finishes their innings.
Yeah, that's essentially exactly
Wow.
what
That's nice.
so good. Okay.
Wow. I don't know what that is.
It's from that Clint Eastwood thing.
You know what that is.
Yeah.
So the idea is,
we'll find it.
essentially it's dying and you fall face first and essentially you're biting the dust literally
Wow.
as in your mouth
That
is
makes-
touching the ground.
Makes a lot of sense.
There you go. So
Yeah.
are we point scoring? I'm happy to do point scoring if you want.
Oh,
I
gets
think
one
we're
on the
teaming.
roll.
Okay. I think we're a team. But that's good. I think
yeah.
that shows that we maybe we have a superpower.
Maybe.
Send them in. If you have one that you think we can't get,
Yeah.
but it has to be a genuine saying. Can't be like the pickle and the CD or something. Like doesn't make sense. Has to be a
You
real
haven't
one.
heard that one before.
I mean,
Because
I
the
have.
pickle
I
fits
have.
perfectly through the CD. It's
Yeah,
like a glove.
It's a
like,
small
yeah.
pickle. That's good. Yeah.
Well,
But send them in. That was
Big
good.
CD.
Thanks, Mike.
That was good.
Yeah,
Well done,
great.
guys.
Okay.
next week.
One all. No, it's. Oh, did you win last week?
No. Sorry, I don't. What's the scoring system for this?
I'm not
anyway?
sure.
I think it's us versus Satan again.
Versus the Sayington.
Sayington. He's trying to bring us down.
Sayington. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, and I was supposed to be a wizard. Next time, I actually want to be the wizard character.
Well, that was one of
Okay.
your
the
tricks.
sayings wizard.
That was your
You
trick.
can you can
worked.
identify as Mike sometimes as the wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Peace. Wizards next time.
Next
What
time,
was your
sayings
saying? We'll
wizard.
get the sayings wizard like you're saying. You have a saying as a wizard.
Oh
don't you?
yes, the sayings wizard will always be here to teach the magic of sayings.
Oh, it's changed. It's changed. And that's the thing about all great sayings is that they change.
Okay.
Jack, both of our cars are quite old and
Yep.
do not currently have an active or working central locking system,
That's true as well.
which means you and I are both winding back the clock every time we have to open the doors to our car
Yep.
by doing a little bit of a manual insertion,
Yes.
old school styles.
Which people still don't get because when you get a passenger, they're just fanging on that door.
Yeah, I know.
And you
Relax,
gotta wait
mate.
till I'm at the
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got to wait.
And then to teach them a lesson, you take a little bit longer.
Yeah, you
Just
do.
to lessen
You're on my
impatience.
time now.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm the
exactly.
captain now. What's that thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Phillips.
Also,
yes.
on top of that,
you
my
have another level of annoyance.
my driver's side key was jammed by someone with a knife or something. And so I have to go around to the passenger side, lean through the cabin, unlock the door, and then come back
extra
around.
level of annoyance.
Yeah,
do you
it's
do you
annoying.
have a central locking system or just not even at all?
As in, you want the bipper?
As in, like, if you have a bipper that works?
No.
No.
It's never had a
No,
bipper.
okay, because
Yeah.
mine does, but it's just broken.
Oh, okay, posh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes, both old cars, and as you will know, there's no better feeling
Yeah.
than getting that key in one go.
Oh.
Doing a swish, nothing but net,
Yeah.
straight in the hole. A key hole in one, if you will.
It occasionally happens.
Oh, yes, that's
Thank you.
also good.
Yeah, thank you.
How often do you reckon it happens for you?
Oh.
Because are you trying to do it every time, or are you?
I guess it's like you're like pleasantly
Sometimes food.
surprised when it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say 1 in 15.
Okay.
I reckon.
But you're not actively trying to do it every time.
No, I'm not thinking, no, I'm not.
Right,
To be
okay.
honest, no.
I think because I used to have central locking, and then since it stuffed up, I haven't been bothered to get it fixed.
Yeah.
So it's
They're
more
expensive, those bippers.
Yeah, they are, and it's more of a recent thing for me. So I reckon I've been getting better at it as I've started noticing it.
Yep.
But I'm not again because you're going in and out of your car quite often. I'm not thinking about it every time.
Yep.
But when it does happen, when you get that nothing but keyhole,
Nothing but keyhole.
it feels great.
It's like keyhole surgery.
Yeah, it's exactly
It's
what
like
it
that.
is. And you
Is that
feel
what
like,
it means? Yeah, kind of.
well, it's so small. It's in the size of a keyhole. I assume is what it means.
Or is a keyhole a part
Is there
of
an
like
organ
the
in your
chest?
body?
I feel like maybe. Anyway, play on.
Anyway, Mike can do that in the background while we move on.
Yep.
So I am proposing a challenge to you
Okay.
that we go outside and have a key off because we've got both of our cars here.
Okay.
Not a kiosk. A key off next to the kiosk.
Okay. Yep.
And then so Mike can come outside and film it on a roving cam.
Oh,
and
why don't we just park the cars in here so we don't have to move the cameras?
That would be good, except for the fact that mine's not a full drive, so it can't get up the stairs.
Interesting.
So we could do yours.
We
up
are on
here.
the second level,
Yeah,
everyone,
yeah,
if you're wondering.
Yes.
If you think we're a little bit high up, we are.
Yep. So if you have video capabilities, turn them on now, and we're going to head outside.
We're going to wave to the cameras.
Yep, we're
wave to the cameras.
now.
Yep. Wave.
And as we go out, we're going to get 2005 Australian Idol finalist Lee Harding to take us out there. Macacas! Gotta get him in the door on the first go. All right, we're outside, guys. Now it's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It's nice to be outside.
Yeah, first time ever
First
for the
time
podcast outside, which
podcast.
is amazing. So thank you for joining us outside.
Yep.
what
So the
are we
game
gonna do?
is inserting the car keys into the. That's not the ignition. What's it called? Just the
The door,
keyhole.
the door keyhole
The
opener,
door
the
keyhole.
keyhole, the official keyhole.
So we're gonna have 2 rounds. I think there's 2 different levels. So the
Okay.
first level is
Normal
just
level.
Your average walk up, key in.
Yep.
No, you can't hold it out in front like a jousting stick. You
Yep.
got to just as you would usually.
Okay. No frills.
No frills.
No frills.
And then second round, few frills.
Okay,
little bit of
frills.
frills.
Yeah, frill.
Thinking like a 360
70s dinner suit sort of stuff.
Yeah, or just not that crazy.
Okay, not there.
So
Okay.
I'm thinking if you walk up to the keyhole, 360, bang, straight in.
Okay, that's pretty frilly.
Yeah.
So they're the 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Mike is the judge.
Not that you would ever do that in the wild, the 360. Maybe
No,
you would. Maybe
but
if you see a rock.
we're special forces
Yeah.
in this
Or-
category
yeah.
because we're quite good.
Or if there's a cyclist coming right by your car and you
Oh,
need
yeah.
a 360 to avoid them.
Let's
Okay,
get a cyclist
so
in.
let's get started on round 1. I'm going to go first.
You're going to go first, and so Mike just gives a 1 or a 0, whoever wins.
Yeah,
right?
I
Just
think
yeah.
it's 1 point each.
Okay.
And if we need a tiebreaker, we can.
Okay.
But
Okay, round 1, Isaac Gibbons, round 1, normal key entry. Here we go. And he's entered quite quickly. He's missed to the low side of the ignition key, which is not an ignition key as we spoke about before. It's a car hole. He missed lower and then sort of just forced it in with an upwards trend into the thing.
It wouldn't have been an air ball in basketball, but it would have been a bad shot.
It
would have
hit the rim and came straight
That was a
back
bad shot.
at the shooter.
That was a bad shot. Okay.
But that's okay. So Mike yet to comment because he needs 2 samples.
I think
to
they can
make
both
it a
be
thing.
zeros if we both miss.
I don't know. That's up to the judge. Okay, here we go. So
Okay. I'm the judge is on my payroll, so remember the cash I gave you before, Mike.
and also
Right.
my payroll equally.
Okay, so Jack's going in for round 1. All right, let's see it. That was an air ball for sure. I reckon Jack missed the circle of the keyhole and went straight for car.
Yeah, okay.
Jack just got 100% door.
Oh, Mike, give us the synopsis there.
Isaac, the superior Kia, and you nearly took paint off the side of the car at that rate.
Okay,
Yeah,
round 1
disappointing.
to
Well,
Gibbo.
so it's 1-0.
Both not great.
Both
though,
not
we
great.
must say.
Not
Both
great.
not
We
great.
had a little. We will admit to the viewer, we had a little bit of a practice last week, just a tested idea, and we nailed it.
Yeah.
And then we've come out under pressure, in front of camera, in front of Mike, and we just have absolutely butchered it.
Sun's out.
And
I
also,
think
I will
it's
say,
sweat.
on my side of the car,
I think that's enough time for
my side of the
comments.
car is I'm getting all the reflection from the sun off the Duco straight onto my face, so that counts for something.
Well, I've got
Let's
to
play
go
on.
from the sun into the shade, like at
Yeah, I
the
guess
MCG day
that's
games.
completely different and much easier. Okay,
right.
round 2, Isaac Gibbons. Here we go. Special Forces around. Decider. And he's coming in with a big spin, and I just missed it, and he's completely dropped the keys. He's completely dropped the keys. He had a low entry point again, a second entry point in a row, and then just dropped the ball.
I'm low.
You've
I
gone
need
for
to
a shot.
compensate.
You've gone for a shot from 3-pointers, and you've dropped the ball, and you've run to the bench and said, "I'm done."
Buzz is gone.
Very
Yeah.
basketball analogy here, which is good, but that was hard, and I, would be
Okay.
hard pressed to lose to that. I think.
I'm leaving the keys on the ground just out of shame.
Can I
for
just?
that
Go, okay,
attempt.
that's good. Yeah, you're gonna have to walk home.
Yeah. All right, so Jack gone for round 2, the 360.
I'm
no-scope.
going to go this way.
All right, ready?
Okay,
Jack.
come in.
entering round 2.
Round 2 spin
Ready,
on.
go. Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
none of these attempts were that good.
No.
Objectively, Jack went for I think 1, 2, 3, and found the insertion of the key on the third try.
You know when you watch maybe an older family relative or a grandma or something using an iPhone and they smash the screen? I feel like we're doing that to get the key.
Yeah,
I think bashing it in.
I think no one wins.
Well,
that game.
no. It's Mike decides as the
Mike's gonna
judge.
give it to
Okay,
me.
here we go.
It's a hung contest. It's DNF. Did not finish.
Okay, you guys heard it from the mouth of the horse judge. He said we both lose.
Hung contest, 2 really average attempts, and I think
Four really average
attempts. I think we just need to get bippers for the cars and get on with our lives and grow up. See you back up in the studio. Outside segment over.
I think we'll see you at the next week's studio, right?
Oh, is it end of the show? End of the show. See you later.
What was the ex's name?
Laura Smith. Do you know Laura Smith?
What was the ex's name?
Okay.
Laura Smith.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.